Welcome back. Pokemon Platinum Episode 2, I suppose? I just kind of want to talk about, like, Gen 4 as a whole, I guess, right now. Let me know if you have any teams or anything like that in the Gen 4 space, whether it be Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Heart Gold, Soul Silver. If anybody has any teams for anything, really. Battle Tower, Elite Four, post-game stuff, competitive, or maybe once competitive for Wi-Fi connection. I remember doing that for a while. I don't know why I brought that up, but... So at this point in the game, I was basically trying to, like, kind of plow through it. But... again, not speed run, but plow through while doing everything that I want to do in this type of Forever Save type thing. You know, beating all the trainers and everything like that on each route. So as you see right here, leveled up my Kadabra, just kind of going through this gym, doing, you know, the trainer battles, of course, obviously the non-skippable ones, and then skippable ones as well. This gym was kind of annoying. I just remember I recorded the footage a couple days ago, but I remember it was kind of annoying. Gotta love that confusion when you hit yourself. Isn't it the best? So I was like, all right, cool, we made it, but wait, let me heal. Cause you gotta, you know, I don't know about y'all, that's what I do. Unless I've, like, genuinely really taken no damage or I have enough PP, then I'm healing pretty much every time. Super long save time, as always. Dude, Torterra is like I typically always start with fire, no matter what gen it is or game. Now, real quick, when I interrupt myself, when I did, like, that hand motion or whatever, it's because I completely missed my attack. I don't know if it would have KO'd or not, but I missed. And I was like, dude. Now for this gym, it didn't matter. My Torterra's decently leveled for this gym, I would say. Definitely been raising them a lot. So then after beating that gym, we go up to the library for whatever reason. Boom. If you're new to this game or series or whatever, basically what happened in that super sped up cutscene is a huge explosion went off by Team Galactic. And it's kind of like a running joke in the game, at least that I've noticed, of, like, how weird they dress and things like that. So I originally thought this is where I had to go, and then I remembered, oh wait. Making my way downtown. If you know, you know. So we got to the correct lake this time, and then from here, just kind of standard gameplay through Platinum. Just kind of taking out the Pokemon here, the trainers, again, optional and non-optional ones. Love Houndour, dude. I'm pretty sure I thought that to myself as soon as I saw them send that out. Now, I'm pretty sure I've seen Houndour previously already in the game. I mean, shoot, maybe even in the last video. I don't remember. But Houndour slash Houndoom, they're just one of those Pokemon, you know? Or some of those Pokemon where it's just like, it's a cool design, it's a cool Pokemon. It's like a fire hound slash hellhound, like, kind of thing. Like, Doom in the name. Like, it's crazy, dude. As far as I remember, the moveset for Houndour slash Houndoom isn't, like, too crazy, but I mean, it's a dark fire dog. Like, what else do you expect it to do, you know? I'm also pretty sure as soon as I saw that Houndour sent out there, I was like, okay, after I do all this stuff, I 100%, I kind of want to try to find my own Houndour, you know? But I guess we'll find out if I do that. I think I should start taking notes as I play. Like, I have the guidebook, but I don't know. It's, for me, it's kind of annoying to play the game and also try to navigate a book at the same time. Even if I am, like, following the storyline right now and it's just literally turning the next page. It's just like one more extra thing I have to do, especially on top of all the recording equipment and stuff, which, yeah, is stationary, I guess, for the most part, but, like, it's just something else. So, I mean, even as a kid growing up and all that, I really didn't get the guidebooks. Didn't really need them. I just kind of figured it out on my own. Especially before the internet. Bronzor was pretty annoying here. And throughout the, honestly, like, just in general. I guess that's why Bronzong was, like, a competitive staple from what I remember, at least, like, in the VGC scene. Pokemon. So yeah, we finally get, well, finally, you're watching us sped up, finally get to where we need to go. I decide to fly around. I'm like, let's actually enter, well, guess you'll see. Let's actually enter the cave after this battle. So what happened just now is I didn't realize my camera, like, cut out or something, and so it was literally there for a couple minutes. Luckily, it wasn't some crazy time gap, and then I realized it. So, because as you can see, we entered the cave right as soon as the continuation happened, so luckily, you know, didn't lose really much footage at all. Yeah, this Cleffa was a pain to catch. I don't know why it was so difficult to catch, but it was. There's my OCD kicking in, you know, I had to put my items in order, of course. Move to the top. And here's kind of where everything just, like, went downhill. At this point, I was just trying to capture things that I didn't have, because I was looking at this route, and I was like, okay, cool. There's actually a few Pokemon that I can get here just easily in the grass that I don't have. But this route was a pain, and when I remembered this part of the game from years and years ago when Platinum first came out, I remember thinking the exact same thing. I was like, wow, this route is trash, dude. Like, and back then, and I'm like, I was just trying to skip all the trainers, just beat the game as fast as I could. That's just how I've always been ever since I got into speedrunning, like years and years ago. At least watching it, not necessarily speedrunning stuff myself. But I was... back then, man, it was like, I just want to beat the game. It's like Pokemon's my favorite thing ever, but I just want to beat everything as fast as possible. And that's for like any game I would ever play. Pokemon, Halo, everything. RuneScape, like... yeah, try beating RuneScape as fast as possible. So yeah, finally caught that Sneasel. Found a Snover. I was like, cool. Like, the 2 we actually needed from this patch of grass, or this route, I think. Like, finally, something worked out for my favor. Gyarados is going to take that KO, but throw the Ultra Ball, which, if you listen to my previous video, I don't like doing that. I like pretty much using Pokeballs only, but certain situations, I'll just start throwing Great or Ultra Balls. Like, if my party is very weak and I'm trying to capture, you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to capture something, but, like, the wild Pokemon is destroying my team that's barely there as it is. Anyway, I believe we caught that Sneasel, finally, and then I did not even remember that the house right there was there, that we just healed at. So that was welcome. That was a welcome surprise, I guess. Because it's like it's a Pokemon game. When you see a house like that on a long route, or like super pretty good trainers for your current levels and stuff, you know it's going to be able to heal you. Like, you just know. So as soon as I saw that, I was like, yes, dude. Super hype about that. Electabuzz is such a cool Pokemon, man. Same with Magmar. Like, those are, besides Charizard and Gengar and Dragonite, like, Magmar, like I said, I'm like a fire Pokemon kind of guy. I really like Magmar. I don't know if he'd be in my top 5 or 10, but I really like him. And yes, I've been liking Charizard since before he was ever popularized and everyone loved him, like, literally since Pokemon Day 1 in the US. That hail was so annoying too, by the way, this whole route, like, just chip damage after chip damage. The most annoying part of it, for me at least though, was every single turn, like, it just wastes time. Like, it just wastes so much time. Yeah, Torterra, using Earthquake. Torterra's pretty strong, man. Like, it's kind of funny too, because until this point in the game, I really didn't use Torterra much. Pretty much just like the EXP share. So there, I didn't want to waste time, so I just threw the Great Ball. Glaceon, for me, was a welcome addition. Definitely better than Leafeon, in my opinion. But it's okay if your opinion's wrong. Kadabra definitely helped me out a ton. like just throughout this whole game so far. It's like if you can find an Abra early in the game, catch it. It's annoying, super annoying at first to train because typically it only knows teleport. So you have to like switch train it, you know? But once it actually evolves, it's like, all right, now the game's going to be a little easy mode. So we finally got to the lakefront here. Acuity, I believe. Got that crispy Ultra Ball, kind of wandering through town. I did the no, because that is the most, like, memeable slash annoying. Pretty much the general consensus of the community is she is the worst person in the game slash maybe even the franchise. Because what happens is she trades you a Haunter and you're like, oh, sick. But it's holding an Everstone. And it's like, oh, wait, why didn't it evolve? You tell me, Mindy. As soon as I entered this gym, I was realizing to myself, wow, I have not been in this gym since, in what, like 15 years or something, however long it's been since Platinum came out. And I just kept remembering, man, I'm gonna have to try to remember the pathing for this gym and how to navigate it and whatnot. I think that little pause was a bathroom break in 450% speed. Actually, nah, I think this footage is like 500 something speed. Torterra coming in for the KO right there. I was like, should I use Bite or Earthquake here? Boom, RIP Torterra. And yeah, with Kadabra, dude, having Psychic, oh man. It's like game over, dude. Yeah, I was debating if I should even teach Giga Drain because Torterra is mainly a physical attacker and I already have Synthesis. So I was like, Giga Drain's a special move. It's like, I love that move in general when a Pokemon learns it. But it's like, I just don't think it would like benefit me too much here. Yeah, I was clearly trying to find my way in this gym. I was like, all right, which way we go? We go this way, we go that way. Two Earthquakes, dude. And I'm like 8 levels higher or something. 7 or 8, or whatever that math was. Glalie, such a cool Pokemon. I'm probably going to say that a lot in this entire series or life of the channel. It's like some of them are just so, like, just the core Gen 1 through 3 games, man. Like, and don't get me wrong, there are some cool designs, like... Oh, wait. I was going to say, you know, past Gen 3 and 4. But, I don't know, man, like... You can only make so many good designs before you start kind of losing the touch, you know? And for me, and I'm sure many others, like Gen 1s through 3 are just like spot on with their designs. And a lot of people like to argue, oh, well, Voltorb and Electrode are just like Pokeballs, basically. That's a stupid design. Well, it's like, shut up. You weren't there when it was made, dude. Like, just stop talking. We are not saying anything bad about Gens 1 through 3. Abominusnow. I want to say in my original playthrough of Platinum, or Diamond or Pearl, or one of those, back when they first came out, I want to say I actually had an Abominusnow. But I don't remember if I, well, one, even actually had it, but two, if I did, like, I don't remember if I kept it or anything like that. But yeah, this was like the beginning of the end here. I lost Torterra, which I expected, you know, it's like an ice gym predominantly. But then I could not believe my Psychic did not kill that Abominusnow. I could not believe it. I was like, dude, what? And then just right here, I was like, God, what do I use? And I missed my attack, dude. Not that Ice Fang would have, you know, would have been crazy there, but I missed. I like laughing at myself, the little hand motions I do. Oh, okay, so here's... So, yes, literally, like, 24 hours exactly later, pretty much. You can look at the playtime, I think, when I save the game or whatever. From start to end, and mid-clip or whatever, if I just showed it, I don't remember. But I wound up doing some training, because that loss devastated me. So I got Apom, I got the Gastrodon, the Remoraid, I call it, the other Gastrodon. I did a lot of honey trees, so I finally got a Heracross. And I was going to take a picture of it, like, on my phone or something, but I was like, eh. Got a Piloswine, Lopunny, like all these Pokemon, and then I raised them up a decent amount to get... I tried to get them in the 40s because I was like, well, maybe I can use some of these. And oh, look, got the Vespiquen, I got the Houndoom, if you didn't see that right next to it. The Combee was super annoying. I did get kind of lucky with the female Combee, though. Only took a couple trees, I think. And I believe I was doing... like the save and reset before clicking on the tree. I think that was for that one. But yeah, got the Houndoom. I started looking it up, or in my guidebook, one of those, and I was like, yo, Thunderfang? So, crispy heart scale in exchange for that. I think there was another Pokemon there I showed that also needed a heart scale. I don't remember though. Then I come back in here and I'm like, huh. Like, what was that path again to get through here? Hatched that Riolu. Was hype about that, because I mean, that thing took a while to evolve, you know? I mean, Jesus, not evolve. It took a while to hatch. So here I was kind of reorganizing some moves. I like to make the first and third like the most important moves, so that way, like, I can just spam A or press down an A, so that it's easier to do instead of pressing over, then down, or whatever. So I got Houndoom, yeah, it looks like level 44. Taught it, you know, whatever it was trying to learn that was best. And then I get Stone Edged, dude. I didn't even remember that Piloswine would have that, so I was like, Stone Edge? What? I was like, wow, all that time training, like, training and the heart scale and all that, just to get KO'd like that. That quick. Again, could not believe Kadabra did not KO it with Psychic when it was already hurt even more this time. I don't know what happened with that. I was in awe. So here I was like, okay, let me revive Kadabra and heal him back up, because he can easily, like, one-shot this thing with Psychic, right? And yes, I did. So, boom, that level up, 49. That's pretty crazy, man. Level 49 Kadabra. I'm digging it. Do the obvious heal up. That Vespiquen, man. I'm gonna have to like use these at some point. It took a lot of time to train them up. I even got the B barrel / bi barrel, whatever you want to say. Like, I even raised that up pretty good. Well, maybe not pretty good, but a couple levels. Not necessarily for gym use, but like just to do it. I think I accidentally like put the EXP share on it or something. So yeah, now I was like, all right, let's go back. Because guess what I was missing? I was missing a climbing technique. And I did not remember where it was. I was like, well, wait. I thought I pretty much checked out most of this route. So I was like, you know what? You're gonna have to do it again. Boom. Found it there. Flew back because I was like, well, I'm not gonna walk through all that again. Just to walk there. Just to walk there again. From the other side. Doing a little PC management here. Thinking if there was like anything I could teach, you know, rock climb to. Since my B barrel like already had 4 HM slots, you know. So before we go in this little entrance, let me see if there's an item, and luckily there was, and it was the Reaper Claw, so that's pretty cool. That'll help out later. I don't remember if I planned to like stop the game right here or not, but I saved because that's probably what I was doing. I don't typically like just randomly save. I'll save like in front of gym leaders and maybe legendaries and stuff, but anyway, so Lake Hero, we saved the lakes. Now we're about to indulge in taking down a headquarters. Thank you.